Well, greetings, warriors of the pre-apocalypse. I have an update. If you've been watching my vlogs, it started out in Sausalito when I was an anchor out, and I had been kicked off my boat along with a lot of other people because of the new laws that were being ushered in under a false regime and enforced by a mafia-like nonprofit, and it was all funded by NIMBY money. NIMBY is somebody who does not want anybody poor in their backyard. They're classist scumbags, and they would rather destroy your life than look at you, than have to look at you, because they're rich and they want to live in a bubble somewhere. They want to create a little city that's a bubble with no rich people in it. They want to do the same thing in West Palm Beach. But anyway, this is a little town called Sausalito, and it's nothing like anything you'd ever find in Florida, that's for sure, because it's been going on for hundreds of years, this classist thing, and this battle between the anchor outs has been going on since the 60s. And it's coming to a head now in 2022 as the encampment that we started. I was the first person to come up to Daniel Egging, who was camping on this ground near the park, near the ocean, which was protected, so he thought. And he thought it was protected because his ancestors lived there, the Native Americans. But I believe it was protected because of the COVID and homeless people. The state said that you could not touch homeless people. If they're camping, you got to leave them alone. And so I started camping next to Daniel, and I put up with all the police harassment and the local harassment and everything. And I stood there next to him for days, and then other people started showing up. So if it wasn't for me, this whole thing probably wouldn't even happen. But it all came to the head now. If you look, they've been kicked off that land and pushed down the street, but they were given another place, and because there were so many of them. There was like 30 or 40 when I left, 30 or 40 tents. And these are all people that were kicked off their boats and made homeless because their boats were their homes. And I don't care how you look at it. A homeless person is not, there's different, it's complicated because just because you don't have a residence and an address does not make you homeless. Your home can move if you live on a boat, so you can't give it an address. And so you're not really a resident, and you don't have to follow the resident rules and taxes and all this crap. And the locals can't mess with you anyway because it's on the water. But that used to be a mud flat, so it was kind of a gray area. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. What happened was that the city decided to give them restitution, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But what they did was they picked 30 people, which is bullshit because they should have gave it more than 30 people. They gave them $18,000 a piece to spend on housing or housing related stuff, which is, to me, is ridiculous. They should be able to do whatever they want with the money, like buy another boat. But anyway, so if I'd have stayed there, I probably would have been one of the ones that got it, but how was I supposed to know, right? And it's already been 2 years, a year and a half since all this started. And I would have somehow figured out how to use the money for my boat, but anyway. That's how it ended. They picked 30 people, they gave them $18,000, and I guess that pretty much wrapped it up. There's probably still some homeless people there, but that's just a weird ending. It's a happy ending, I guess. And my plans is after I shave, is to grab all my things and move from Marathon to Key Largo and apply for a job there. There's a great, I love being a dishwasher because you get free food and air conditioning, and that's big here, you know, when it's 100, feels like 200 degrees outside. And don't know if I should take all my stuff or not, but I just want to go to Key Largo and see if I can get that job. If I can, then I can stay in Key Largo. And the reason I want to stay in Key Largo is because there's a boat there that I want. And it looks just like the Nebuchadnezzar, except it's a tiny little thing. It's perfect. It's a tiny little escape pod. And I could live in that and keep all my stuff, my gear, and just make it a little bitty, you know, have a nice studio inside this little thing. But I can't get it here unless I had a pickup truck. I guess I can get it here. I'm gonna try and get it here. That's another option. So get it here or stay in Key Largo. But Key Largo, man, has way more jobs. It's a way bigger city and it's a better place, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not sure. I really like it here in Marathon because there's nobody here. I mean, you know me, I'm a post-apocalyptic kind of guy. I like it. I like things to be, you know, post-apocalyptic, which they are here. Very much so. It's much better than society. You know, I'm stronger in a situation like that. That's where my strengths lie. When I'm surrounded by people, that's not my strength. That's why I like to stay to myself. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna go see my buddy at the pawn shop and see if he can figure out how to help me get the boat here. If not, I'm probably just gonna move to Key Largo. But first step is to get a job in Key Largo, and then we can get the boat. It's $100. I got that money right now. I could get the boat, but if I got it right now, I'd have to move it right now, and I can't move it right now. I need at least a wagon or something. This thing weighs 250 pounds. It's 4 feet by 7 feet. So I can't drag it to the water, and if I could, I'd have to paddle it. I don't even have any paddles. So we'll see. It's gonna be tough to figure out, but this is way too cool to pass up. I mean, it's totally enclosed. It's the same color and everything. It's like a little tiny version of the Nebuchadnezzar. It'd be perfect for a dinghy. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's like Nebby. That's what I'm gonna call Nebby. Nebuchadnezzar and Nebby. Little Nebby. Oh, wow. And it's even cheaper than that skiff that I went to West Palm Beach to go get. What a waste of time all that West Palm Beach shit was. Wow, nothing but bad shit happened there. Well, it was fun. I gotta admit it was fun. But nothing positive came out of it. Let's put it that way. And we're over all the damages that occurred. Pretty much. I mean, I got my computer back up and running, but now I need that pod so I can set up the monitor. I can't. The only place I can set up this monitor is in a library, or you know, right outside of the library if they're closed. They have the only place with an electrical jack outside is the library, which is cool. I mean, I can hang out there and nobody will bother me. There's nobody around. They even let you charge up your electric cars there. It's so cool. Like, it's all 1 year old. It's all powered by solar on the roof, so they don't mind giving away electricity. It's really cool, man. I wish more places were like that. Hopefully they got something like that in Key Largo. Anyway, that's the update for today, guys. Live from Wendy's, home of the awesome coffee for $2, a large coffee for $2. I come here every morning for that. All right, well, peace out. Keep up the faith, stay strong, stay healthy. Don't forget to eat a lime every now and then so you don't get scurvy. If you're starting to feel depressed, just eat a lime. And peace out, brothers.